Hi everyone, my name is Ksenia, and if you're here, you're probably interested in sustainability, zero waste, minimalism, and mental health. Today, I wanted to celebrate Plastic Free July and wanted to share my most favorite and least favorite zero waste essentials that I've ever invested in. So to start, let's start with my most favorite essentials. I think it's the most basic one, and it's the water bottle, the reusable water bottle. I've tried different ones before as well, and I think I was gifted or given as a goodie a couple of others, but I donated them because they were made of plastic and I wanted a different material. I also have a second one, which is a glass one, and I have this one. I really like it because it is really good for keeping cold beverages cold. I think it's from a Dutch brand. I can link all the products that I'm showing here, even the ones that I don't recommend buying, in case you really want them and want to try them. I will link everything down below. And my most favorite zero waste swap is, of course, a menstrual cup. This one is new, by the way, haven't used it yet. I just bought it as a substitute for the one that I'm using now. I've had it for many years already, and recently I think that it doesn't hold as well as before, so I'm probably going to substitute it with this one. This is size small. I think they have sizes, and this one is for childless women, and I also think there are maybe even smaller ones for younger girls, and definitely bigger ones if you have heavy flow. I heard from other people that they don't like anything kind of going up inside. For me, it's not a problem because I've never liked the feeling of a pad, because it feels like a diaper for me. And that's why I've been using tampons since I was a teenager. And for the cup, I really think it's easy. I forget I'm on my period because I don't have to worry about changing up anything. It lasts me for 10 hours or so I can sleep through the night and not leak. So you can use lube to insert it, and I also just kind of squat and then put it like this, like as a C shape, and then I just insert it and then it opens up inside. And when you kind of start feeling some kind of air bubbles coming, then it probably means that it's full and that you have to take it out. And you take it out in the shower. You just tip a little bit like this to break the seal, break the vacuum, and then take it out. I have a reel, I think, on Instagram. I can link it, and I have a lot of posts on zero waste periods as well. And another tip that someone gave me is, if this thing is too long, you can cut it a little bit so that it doesn't show or it doesn't like scratch you or something. And you can also they have also have cups with a ring, so you can pull it out easier. But for me, pulling out is not hard. You just push. That's it. Zero waste swap number 3 that I like is a shampoo bar. I actually I gifted a container that I had, like an aluminum container, so I use this old Nivea cream jar. Here is it. They come in different shapes and sizes. This one is like this block. This one really works well with my hair, and on Instagram I also have a lot of posts about zero shampoos and recommendations from people, which one they've tried and liked, and what ingredients to avoid, and how to use the bar as well. Alright, and next one is also a bar, and it's a soap bar. This one looks weird and irregular because I actually made it myself. So I make cold processed soaps from oil and some lye by myself. So it's okay on skin, it's safe for skin, it's pH kind of soft and not too rough. I grate it and then I put it in the washing machine and then I wash my clothes, and I don't use laundry detergent or laundry softener, fabric softener anymore because it's nice and soft by itself. Another bathroom swap is a reusable safety razor. I think it's pretty safe to use if it's if you take care of the blade and if you're accurate. So I think I can actually show. I think it's better, of course, to use with not dry skin but lubricated skin. But it's pretty sharp, I think, and I usually have a lot of growing hair, and this one is a good recipe against them. So I think it's, if you shave, then it's a good option. These razor blades are sold separately, and you can just change them whenever you think they are dull. Be accurate of disposing them. I think what I've done is put them in restafel, which is in the Netherlands, basically non-recyclable trash. Next bathroom change that I made is a bamboo toothbrush. This one is pretty easy, so I just bought instead of plastic toothbrushes, I started buying bamboo toothbrushes. They can be different sizes and different softness as well, and so basically you can then reuse them for to clean the tiles in the kitchen, to clean the shoes, to paint with them with your kids, to use as garden pointers. Just write something here and put them in soil, and if you want to compost them, you just remove the bristles, and there you go, it's just bamboo. Same goes for this swap, which is a bamboo dishwashing brush. I don't have a dishwasher yet because I don't have a place to put it in, even though it's more environmentally friendly because it saves more water. But this one I've had for a while, and the good thing about it is that you can actually change the brush and keep the handle, and then you just put it on. Put it on and tighten so it stays in. Alright, so here are some zero waste swaps that I made and didn't like, and it's completely fine. You don't have to like absolutely everything, and sometimes you just realize that you can keep reusing stuff that you have, and this is even a more sustainable thing. Or you just go without, or you use non-reusable ones, I guess, which is not a good option for me. But let me explain what I mean by the zero waste swaps that I didn't like and that I regret buying. So here is the first one. It's a reusable straw. It's made from stainless steel, and when you think about it, it's also like not a very resource efficient swap to make, because steel is actually a metal that requires a lot of, that requires mining, which is not good for the environment, and sometimes involves unethical practices for people. And also It's quite heavy, so it takes a lot to transport steel from one place to another. But I bought it because I thought that I needed one, because I actually really like iced coffee, and if I go out and I sit in a cafe, um, I would always ask not to bring a straw, and I would use my own straw instead. I also don't buy that you need to like clean it in a specific way. I don't think you need the brush to clean it. To be honest, when you put it under water or you put it in a dishwasher, just pick like when you put it under water, just plug one side, and then it cleans. Right? I think that, well, especially because of the pandemic, I haven't really used this straw for a year and a half. I do use it sometimes at home, like for example, I made lemonade from elderberry flowers, and I used it just to be classy, but most of the times I can really go without. I heard there's an argument that people with disabilities actually need straws, and I think that's something to think about as well. We have to be inclusive, and if certain categories of people, and I think I can imagine that people who are sick, who had a surgery on their on their jaws, older people, disabled people, if they need straws, I think that it's right that everyone should have. And I understand that in the hospitals or sometimes having a non-reusable, a single-use straw is a necessity. And I think I don't want, sustainability is not a black and white thing, and straws by themselves are not evil. The evil thing is not recycling them properly, or the fact that they are blown away by the wind, and then they end up in the lakes and the oceans, and the noses of tortoises. So the next swap that I have is not a swap that I can show because I have stopped buying it, and it's a conditioner bar. I just realized that I don't really need a conditioner since I use my shampoo bar, and it works well for my hair. And I think my hair overall is it gets greasy quickly, but overall it shouldn't be too dry. So I think if I have the right shampoo, I can strike the right balance of my scalp and hair health and not need any conditioner bars at all. So the next one is tooth tablets, which I also don't have. So I have a post on Instagram about toothpaste, zero waste toothpaste, and I said that I use banana toothpaste that comes in a glass jar, which is also zero waste, natural. It has fluoride free and fluoride options. Not sponsored, by the way, but banana, hit me up. Anyway, but some people actually really like toothpaste tablets. They look like a small tablet that you put on your teeth, crush it, and then brush your teeth. I tried them, and I think that they taste like baking soda. I didn't really, I don't really like the flavor of baking soda. That's why I also don't use homemade toothpaste, also because it doesn't have fluoride. So this is just something that I tried and didn't work for me, and that's completely fine. I also tried their toothpaste and didn't like it, so I think it might be that you could be deterred from trying something because you tried it from one brand, like you tried shampoo bar from one brand, you tried the toothpaste from one brand, you didn't like it, and then you stopped trying. I understand that it's hard sometimes to make yourself finish the product that you don't like and it tastes bad, but I think sometimes it's I usually still use it up, gift it if it's like fresh and unopened, you know. So I think that it's still worth trying, and maybe looking for people who feel the same way as you do, and then exchanging recommendations. A reusable coffee cup. This is something that I kept trying since I was a student and wanted to bring coffee and tea to class. And I've went through several coffee cups, and none of them, all of them leaked. I gotta say, maybe they were not good quality. What works for me better is a thermos. So this is how it looks works. Looks like this bullet. There is a cup that you can use. So here you can either unscrew it like this if you're drinking something cold, or you screw it up and you do like this. And then you pour liquid like this. And if it's hot, you can just, it keeps liquids hot and cold. And you just drink like this. And I've been taking it for university all year round, and they come in different sizes too. And I think these are the best thing that you can get. So I definitely recommend you try if you haven't found a coffee cup that works for you, because they never do. And the last one, quite an unsuccessful swap that I think I already talked about in my zero waste fails, is compostable trash bags. So the thing about them is that they're still made of plastic, but they're made out of plant-based polymers. So it's still plastic, but it's plant-based. It means that it's also biodegradable. However, biodegradable doesn't mean that it's compostable. I have a composting pile, and when we are churning it, you have to turn it around so that it composts evenly. We still find these bags years later, so they definitely need special conditions, like certain temperature and moisture level that you can't always guarantee in your compost pile. So I think that if you in your country you don't have any kind of facilities that recycle, that compost these trash bags, they definitely would be just waste of material. It's a great initiative that you can get compostable, like dog poop bag or cooking trash bag, but unless it's also supported by a recycling facility, by a composting facility from the government or from a private party, I think it kind of defeats the purpose, because then it will probably end up in a landfill or incinerated. So I would recommend that you better start a compost pile. Let me know if you want more information on composting from me, because we've been composting for over 6 years already, and I can tell you, I can give you a crash course on what composting is, how to start it, how to do it in an apartment if you don't have place, and how to use it in a garden, because that's what it's for as well. I think this is it. Thank you so much for watching, and as all YouTubers and bloggers are supposed to say, please like this video, and of course subscribe. Bye!